Module 21, The Spring of Wellness. Find a comfortable position where you'll be undisturbed for 20 minutes, and then just relax. Now take a deep breath, and as you exhale, mentally repeat the number 3 times. 3, 3, 3. Take another breath, and as you exhale, repeat the number 2 3 times. 2, 2, 2. Take another deep breath, and as you exhale, mentally repeat the number 1 3 times. 1, 1, 1. Relax. To help you get to that relaxed state of mind that is commonly known as the alpha state, I'm going to count to you from 10 to 1. With each successive number, feel going deeper, and you will enter a deeper level of mind. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, feel going deeper. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are now at a relaxed state of mind. You're at that state of mind where you will be successful in the quantum jumping to that parallel dimension where the mystical spring of wellness is located. Relax. I will now count from 1 to 3, and at the count of 3, you will project yourself into a hallway with a door. The door leads to a parallel dimension. I will now count. 1, 2, 3. You are now in a small hallway. In front of you is a door. Imagine that. Visualize it. Create it. Know that you are in the hallway, and in front of you is a door. On the other side of that door is a parallel dimension where the spring of wellness is located. The spring of wellness contains water that heals, water that enhances the immune system, and water that keeps a person in perfect health. In a moment, the door will open. When it does, just jump through the doorway or step on through the doorway and imagine that you will find yourself among lush vegetation with green trees and bright flowers that surround a spring. This is your spring. The spring will be whatever you create. I will guide you, but you can add to it if you like. I will now count from 1 to 3. At the count of 3, the door will open. 1, 2, 3. The door is opening. The door is open. On the other side is a bright new world, a new dimension. Step through the doorway. And now you're at the spring of wellness. This is the parallel dimension where everyone is in perfect health. Relax. Breathe in the sweet air of the spring. Look about you. You'll notice friendly animals. Some are playing. Some are just laying around, looking at the sky, looking at the flowers, looking at the water. Some of the animals are grazing. A few are drinking from the spring. There are many flowers in bloom, colorful flowers, flowers with bright yellows and reds and greens, and even blue and purple flowers. There are tall trees that surround the spring, all filled with energy. Imagine going to one of the trees and hugging it. The tree will pass some of its energy on to you. Relax. When you hug the tree, you feel the energy permeate your body. It's a wonderful feeling to be here at the Spring of Wellness. Now walk over to the spring and look at the blue-green water. It's so clear that you can see the colorful fish swimming and chasing one another in play. The spring is the legendary fountain of youth, but it's only found on planets like this one, in a parallel dimension. But now that you have found it, you may come here whenever you wish. Just step through the door with the intention of arriving here as you are now. There's a mist in the air that surrounds the spring like a light fog. You feel almost as though you're in a bubble with the mist as a ceiling. Walk over to the spring and put your bare foot in the water, and you'll feel a slight tingle in your foot as the water of the spring effervesces on the skin of your foot. A rainbow, like a giant circle sliced in half, floats down through the mist and brightens the spring. In the center of the spring, water comes bubbling up. This is where the water feeds the spring. The water comes from deep within the planet of this parallel. Look about you as you stand at the edge of the spring. Look to the left. See the green foliage and the giant flowers. Look to the right, and you see a giraffe nibbling on the leaves of a tree. Two baby elephants are running about, chasing each other and squealing in delight as they play. Look at the elephants and the giraffes for a while as they play. Relax. Ahead of you is the spring of wellness. As you look at the water's slight movement, you smile. You can't help it. The first effect the spring of wellness has is to draw out a smile. After all, when you're in good health, you should smile a lot. And that's what the spring produces. And that's what you want as well. If you are now in good health, all the better. The spring will help you to stay that way and build energies and vitality. I will count from 1 to 3, and you'll find yourself in a bathing suit. 1, 2, 3. You are now in a bathing suit, and now you walk over to the water and ease yourself into the spring and swim. Relax and swim for a while. You can swim in this water. This water keeps you buoyant when you want to swim and weighty when you want to dive below the surface of the water. You can breathe this water, and when you do, it cleanses your circulatory system. When you drink it, the spring water cleanses your stomach and your colon and throat. Your entire plumbing system is cleansed. As you gently swim in the health and wellness waters of the spring of wellness, feel your body relax. Get a sense that your entire body is smiling. All your organs are functioning normally, and the good cells in your body are now re-energizing. Relax as your cells, all the good cells, re-energize. All things stem from the mind. The mind produces the chemical actions of the body that create health and energy. One example is the times when you feel wonderful and are fully energized. Your mind causes your body to release the chemical adrenaline that stimulates, and the endorphins that are produced create feelings of elation. All these feelings are chemically produced by your mind. As you allow yourself to sink below the surface of the water, your body grows weighty. As you sink under the surface, you'll find the water so very clear that the colorful fish there appear to be flying through the clear air, but it's water. You're surrounded by the water of the spring of wellness. You can breathe this water. When you do, it cleanses and purifies. At this time, take a breath. Feel the water enter your circulatory system. Feel the water cleansing. As the water flows through your body, it cleanses and recharges every good cell of your body. Look about you. Get a sense that the fish are curious. They're tropical fish with many colors. As you watch them at play, your entire body begins to smile. Now close your eyes and just float under the surface of the water. Breathe naturally. The water of the spring of wellness will restore all that is wrong and keep all that is right flowing throughout. The waters are doing their job, and you feel wonderful. You feel better and better. Allow yourself to float to the surface of the spring. Now just lie on the surface and float for a while. Imagine the mist dissipating. And now you can see the sky. The sky here in this dimension is a bright blue, the bluest of blues. And there are a few fluffy clouds drifting by. As you float, you feel invigorated. You decide to visit the spring of wellness every day to recharge and keep all your organs and the rest of your bodily systems in perfect order. You'll note a change in your emotions as well after a few visits to the spring of wellness. Things that previously bothered you will no longer affect you at all. More and more you'll see the positive side of things. Your attitude, that above all, will be such that you will see the benefit of all things. If you don't like to wash dishes, but like a sparkling clean kitchen, your new attitude will allow you to sparkle up the kitchen by washing the dishes. But your attitude tells you that you're not washing dishes, but sparkling up the kitchen. The dishes are in the way. That is how you control your attitude. Relax. When you go to bed and desire to sleep, just imagine that you're floating on the surface of the spring of wellness. Concentrate on that, and you'll soon drift off into a calm, restoring sleep. Relax. In a moment, I will count from 1 to 3, and at the count of 3, you'll be back in the small hallway of this dimension. 1, 2, 3. You are now back in the hallway of this dimension. You may use the spring of wellness as often as you wish. Every time you do, it will enhance your immune system, and you will leave the spring of wellness feeling wonderfully refreshed. And now I will count from 1 to 5. At the count of 5, your eyes will open. You'll be wide awake, fully re-energized and refreshed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eyes open, wide awake. Thank you. This concludes the Parallel Dimension Quest.